Well, hello. We are here. We've got nothing in the background though. We're just waiting for the game to display, and there we go. Bit of delay. That was a bit odd, but we are here. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back. We are back with another live stream in this Team Lotus series, or welcome to. It might be the first time you're dropping in, and yes, welcome to our F1 Manager 24 Team Lotus series. As today we are taking on home Grand Prix. We are in Great Britain. We're in Silverstone and we're doing the full race in Silverstone, but it is Friday. Hope you're all doing well. Another weekend is here and we have actually seen some cars on track, which is nice to see. We've seen the Williams out on track and we've seen the McLaren out on track in real life. So we're getting very close to some real life Formula One action. Tim, hello buddy, how's it going? Hope you're well. So yeah, cars out on track, not in their new liveries because they're not allowed to show their liveries until next week when they've got the all-in-one launch event. So we'll be seeing all the liveries next week. And then we'll be very much on the road to testing in Bahrain and then the Australian Grand Prix opener. So we're getting very close to some real F1 action, but we'll have to make do with some virtual today. As I say, we're heading to Silverstone. We've qualified P6 with Fernando Alonso and P11 with Ricciardo. Dupin, how's it going, buddy? I hope you're well. Ricciardo, we actually made a bit of a schoolboy error, as in we sent him out too late in Q2 and he missed the line by about 10 seconds, so he didn't get his second flying lap in. That's why he didn't make it through to Q3. So I think we would have qualified somewhere between 5th and 8th, as Alonso did in 6th. So work to do for Ricciardo. He's going to start P11, Alonso P6, and they're going to be on the same strategy. So it's a two-stopper. Starting on the softs, going to mediums, and then finishing on the softs. So both set up on the same strategy. Yes, welcome to Friday. Weekend begins now. Let's crack on and start this British Grand Prix.
Final checks are being carried out by the teams, and it won't be long until we get this race underway.
Right, here we go then. Let's see how we fare. Still don't think we can make it to the podium, but we fought that in Austria and we managed it. So let's see. It's a Red Bull 1-2 as we get underway. Verstappen P1, Sainz P2, and our guys Alonso P6 and 11, but both moving up very quickly off the start. Can we maintain that? Yes, Alonso into P5, but he's still got Lando on his outside. But it looks like Alonso is going to move up to P5 at the start, but no, Lando's still on the inside, and he'll get the inside here as well, so we have to concede back down to 6th. Although we're still running alongside Lando, having a lovely little battle with Lando here early on. Ramrinez, thanks for the follow.
Yes.
And Alonso does take P5, and Lando at the end moves down to P7. So look at this fight started off the start, and then Lando just, yeah, don't know if he lost some traction coming out of that corner. But he was nowhere on the straight, and Tsunoda takes him as well. So Alonso moves up one place to P5 on the start. Ricciardo's up 2 places, and there we see it.
And we're watching Daniel Ricciardo.
He's made one off the start, and now he's past Lewis Hamilton, and that was easily done. So good work from Danny Rick. Started P11, now up to P9. Let's have a look at tyres, though. And he is around cars, well, both Ferraris and Albon on hards and mediums. Alonso is now going to be behind Piastri, who is also on the hards. So we want to be getting past Piastri pretty quickly here. Although he's maintaining pace with the leaders here. And we'll get DRS enabled after this lap. As you're looking for V8, it shows you money. I can get rid of it for you.
DRS enabled.
Hitman in the chat. I don't need money. Garlic, I accept garlic bread.
Gap 0.4.
Right, we should get DRS. Let's go neutral. I'll keep him on attack.
Gap 0.4.
Alonso has got DRS. Bit of a DRS train, though. Early on, Piastri is about to drop out of that DRS, though. As George Russell has developed a fault. He was knocked down in Q1. He's down in P17. Is Piastri going to drop out of DRS once we get to the next DRS zone? Norris has developed a fault as well. Can Ricciardo get past Leclerc? Leclerc's not going to have DRS. What about Alonso on... Alonso's lost the DRS himself, though, so Alonso's going to be under pressure from Tsunoda here. Can we cover him off? Yes, just about. We're going to have to push again there. Is Ricciardo getting past Leclerc?
Overtake
He is
available.
indeed.
Overtake available.
Thank you. I cherish you. I cherish you. Ace, thanks for the rose.
Okay,
Much
good job.
appreciated.
So currently P8.
Right. So Ricciardo's doing things here. As he's passed another Ferrari. Leclerc on the hards, I believe, though. No, mediums, but still a slower tyre. Right, we probably do need to settle into this strategy, though.
And try to cool down the tires where you can. It's slightly coming up.
Yeah, Alonso
Okay.
is...
We need a little bit more lift off, please.
Alonso's lost a lot of pace here. I don't think we can really afford to continue to push like that. So Tsunoda probably is going to get past us here.
Confirm.
And there he goes. Right, so Alonso back to 6th where he started. To be honest with you, the McLarens, RBs and Red Bulls should be quicker than us.
This is ridiculous.
Although, as I say,
Keep trying.
Lando has developed that issue. What issue is it? It's an ERS issue. It's down to 24%. That could really cost him this race. So that could be good indeed for us. Alonso got to try and stay with Tsunoda. Oh, Ricciardo's got a bit of a train behind him now. We'll start to ease off the tyres. Yeah, Ricciardo's going to be under massive pressure here. They're queuing
Try
up.
to defend as we can.
Let's see what Danny Rick can do. Not a lot there. And Leclerc swings by on the outside. Seems to be a lot of pace behind
Okay.
us.
Ferrari.
Keep the head down. Hamilton behind you now.
Noob Games, yo, sorry bro, my notification didn't come in. No worries, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. And if you are dropping in and you like the stream, please do smash a like. Really does help me out. So Ricciardo did start P11. He's dropped down to P9. Was up at P8, but still a pretty good start. But Alonso's dropping backwards as well. So at this phase, we're just losing a bit of pace. As Lando Norris got that ERS problem. He's now all over us. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have the pace on this top 5 because we've used a lot more tyre than them and they've pulled away. Lando has used more tyre than us though, and he's got an issue. So hopefully we can battle for 6th and 7th. Wise King, thanks for the GGs, you king. Right, Alonso is going to be probably not much we can do here against Lando. And DRS open, and he gets past us. What about Danny Rick, though? Can he move back past Charles Leclerc? No. Has to settle back in P9.
Slowest car on the straight.
Alonso, stop moaning. Come on.
Full concentration. Anything can happen still.
Bit of positivity, Fernando. We can do this. It's a long way to go,
The
yeah?
car behind is now Leclerc.
Right, just on strategy,
Gap
we
at
have
2
got to pit lap 16 with Fernando and lap 18
Honestly, I don't
with
think
Danny
we can
Rick.
do much more.
Oh, Wise King, spoiling with the gifts. Thanks. There's lots of pleasure coming in there. Thanks, Wise King. By the way, did anyone have a grid penalty? No grid penalties, no. Russell was knocked out in Q1. And that Mercedes looks like it's struggling, though, around here. Right, Alonso back on Lando Norris. And we move back past. So it could be a battle, I think, for with Lando for P6. I think the top 5 is going to be a stretch.
Let's go.
Nice shot. Far ahead is Piastri. Gap 4.2.
Right, can Ricciardo push into Lando's DRS? That would be nice. What did I say? Lap 18 with him, lap 16 with Fernando. Ricciardo's going to be under pressure again from these Ferraris. This king going mad with the gifts. Thank you, my man. Norris's issue is getting worse, it looks like, his ERS issue, as Leclerc is moving back past us. Albon's up there, isn't he, in the Aston? Look at this, we're not pulling... This is going to be tight. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Magnussen and Bottas have come together. Oh, dear. And they can't get back on the track. I think it's only going to be a yellow, no virtuals, full safety cars or red flags, of course. What's happened here? Looks like K-Mag's going to be the culprit. Yes, he's just locked up straight into the front. And Bottas is not happy with it. They've both got damage off the back of that, I think. When we looked, they have, and they rejoin dead last. So the Mercedes weekend goes from bad to worse. And yeah, are they going to have to pit as well? We'll see. This is right at the... yeah, that's right at the start, isn't it? So they've got to go a long way if they are going to pit. What about tyres for them? Yeah, that's fine. So Mercedes now running 16th and 22nd. They are the reigning world champions.
Keep it up.
But they are struggling big time. As K-Mag gets a 5-second penalty for that as well.
Gap at 4.9.
Noob Games, this wasn't a good race for the British. No, how's the British doing? So we've got Lando 7th. Hamilton 11th. And Russell 16th. Have we got any other British drivers on the grid? I don't think we have we?
Only just on DRS this time.
And Lando, though, even with his issues, still... on the gearbox of Fernando Alonso. What is that error saying? Yeah, it's still his ERS getting worse, so...
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
Ricciardo is overtaken again by Leclerc. He's on the medium, so yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about the pace, but let's see how we go. So Verstappen leads. It's very close up front, though. Look at this. Any of the top 5 could win this. It's actually 1.6 seconds from Verstappen down to Piastri in 5th. So it's a very tight race early on here. Long way to go. We kind of need Leclerc and Ricciardo to push up to Norris, but that's not happening at the moment. Let's say lap 16 we need to get Alonso in. Lap 18 for Ricciardo. So Alonso is going to be stopping a lot earlier than his teammate. Let's have a guess in the chat. Who do you think is going to win this one? Looks like it's going to be either Verstappen, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Sainz or Piastri. Or you could go on a mad one and go for someone else. Totally up to you.
We just keep the head down on the way to as best as we can, okay?
Lando has DRS.
Lando has DRS, and no doubt he's going to get past us because he's all over the back of us. I don't know, that ERS is not really affecting him too much, is it? It doesn't look like he's that slow out of the corners. Ricciardo is having another go on Leclerc. Noob Games is going for a max win. He's too dominant. He is, but Hulkenberg's just pulled a DRS gap on him out front. Which is interesting. What are the tyres out front, though? Hulkenberg is on the softs, though. So, yeah, probably looks better for Verstappen. On now, it's at RB12, as we've got another yellow flag. K-Mag looks like he's done something again. It's not, though.
Let's see what
I'm
happens.
blaming K-Mag, it's not K-Mag. I
Here we are,
apologise.
tackling turn 3.
It was Lawson,
Struggling
our
with the
old
car, but that's just
driver.
the risk you take.
You're not having a great
Racing
time in that
elite.
Alpine, and he's locked up and going to lose quite a few positions. Did they stop Magnussen or Bottas? No, they're carrying on with their damage. Yeah, we're
Okay,
now
good job.
6 seconds off
In front of you
Piastri.
is Norris.
As Ricciardo is again back past Leclerc, so he's having a right old battle.
Alrighty. Nice.
Tyre life. Norris down to 54%, but yeah, we can't shake him off. Say he's going to be all over us again with DRS here.
Lando on DRS.
Looks like he did lose a bit of battery, a bit of pace on us there, probably because of the battery. And Lando on the inside, but Fernando is going to close the door. Chan, hello buddy, how's it going? Glad to have you back, hope you're well. Oh, so lap 9, it's an RB12 at the moment, so Red Bull 3-4, so Red Bull having a very good day so far. Ricciardo is in 8th, he's still got Leclerc all over him, and Alonso in 6th with Norris all over the back of him. And again, we're going to be under pressure in this DRS zone. It's Lando. Dropped about half a second there, but he's going to close the gap again on this straight with DRS. Too far back to make a move, though. Just trying to get Alonso's tyres back on track, and then we will go for a bit of a push. Lando's probably going to have to box earlier than us, which is going to be annoying because we'll get an undercut on us. As Lawson has to box. No doubt that lockup has wrecked his tyres, so Lawson has to box first to pit, I believe. Yes, he is. And here we go with Norris again.
DRS behind.
Norris very close to us here. Is he going to make the move? Nando goes to cover off the inside. Lando's going to have a look around the outside. Can't get it done. And Ricciardo's under pressure again by the Ferraris. What's your opinion on the current economy in F1 and how does that compare to performance in the... What do you want to know, Wise King? The economy? Or you want to know the state of play compared to the 90s? Ricciardo 3 seconds off Norris, who can't really close that gap, which is annoying. Formula 1 is a bigger brand these days. It's more popular, but I would argue the cars are not as nice these days. They certainly don't sound as nice. But last season the racing was very good, so as long as the racing continues in that vein, I'm all for it. But yeah, I'm not really all for the hybrid era. Right, Tsunoda leads. Oh, he did lead. Hulkenberg's just overtaken him. What's going on with Alonso and Norris then? What do you think, Wise King? What's your opinion?
Advertised.
As Norris having another look around the outside. This time he is going to get the job done. He may have a mechanical fault, an ERS issue, but it's not stopping him from fighting Fernando.
I cannot push any harder than this.
Come on, Fernando. Calm it down. Calm it down. But yeah, the top 5 have pulled 10 seconds, so we are not going to compete with that top 5 today.
Gap behind at 3.2.
Unless something odd happens up there. But yeah, we've got worse tyres than most of them, so yeah, I can't see that happening. Ricciardo's up 18. Right, can we get Lando straight back here? We've got half a second. We're going to get DRS. Tell you what we can do is a bit of top up whilst we're behind him. Maybe even a bit of harvest. Then once we re-overtake him, we can use some battery and try to finally pull away and break that DRS. Yeah, the two RBs lead. They're having a great time out there. Noob Games, Max is goated. He's not bad, that Max Verstappen. He's not a bad driver. I'll give him that. But we've got to be mindful not to dropping out of the DRS here. 7 tenths at the moment. Right, that's good. That's good. Saving some battery here, which is good work. Big changes, more raw in the 90s. Raw is war. That was certainly the 90s. Oh, we're going to drop out of this DRS. Come on, Fernando.
Copy.
This is not what we want. Come on, Fernando.
Push.
No, Fernando, come on. We need to get under a second here. It's going to be touch and go. No, I don't think we're going to get it, but we will get the toe. Right, that didn't really work. Didn't really go to plan, but we're straight there again with Lando, and we've got 78% battery, so we can go again. I think it's best to try and get him in...
Okay. Alrighty.
This DRS zone now coming up, probably.
That's okay. We have a Ferrari behind us.
How do I make race pace fast? I always struggle in races. You want to focus on your cornering speed, Carters.
Focus on the race ahead.
Cornering speed is king, so if you've got those to a high level, then you should find your race pace is very good. That's right, we've got DRS open. As Ricciardo is fighting Leclerc in the background. Fernando is passed again.
Press and hold the overtake.
Well, I say he's passed. Lando doesn't want to give it up again. Oh, this is neck and neck again. We are going to get through, but I don't think we'll have enough time to push
Good job.
the gap to 1 second. Probably going to have to box a little bit earlier at this rate as well. But Lando is probably going to be in the next 2 laps.
1.1.
And Ricciardo has joined this DRS party now as well. As Magnussen and Teo Porcher in the pits, so quite a few pit stops happening now. They're the next 2 in. Right, Lando just got DRS, but we are nearly outside of his DRS.
Where you can.
And Ricciardo is going to be on the back of Lando, so Alonso needs to find about 3-4 attempts here, and we should break the DRS. But we're using a lot of battery to do it. Again, this is looking good now. 1.2. And Ricciardo is going to try and do the same. Get past Lando.
You've got everything. You've got everything. Press on hold available.
Lando nearly pushing back into Alonso's DRS, though. 1.2, right, we're gaining on Lando, gaining. I think we might be too far back. Yeah, just too far back there. We can drop it back into neutral now, battery-wise. Yeah, Alonso's not pushed out of that DRS massively on Lando. It's only 1.3. But Lando, we saw his battery issue there because he really struggled to get out of that corner. And Ricciardo's going to swing past him. The only issue there is he's going to give DRS to Lando, so I don't really want to push on the battery here. We might have to concede the position. Let's wait and see. As I don't know if we'll see Lando. Just
now we're watching the action
it's not
closely
the
here.
greatest of angles there.
The opportunity's there.
Good move from Ricciardo, though, on the outside. As I say, Lando does get DRS, although, yeah, he's quite far back, so I think it is worthwhile having a push here.
Overtake available.
Alonso P6, but look, we're nearly 12 seconds off that top 5, so we're nowhere in comparison to that top 5. So I think the fight for us really is try to hold on for 6 or 7, 6 and 7th, and hope that something ahead of us goes wrong. Our podium is looking a bit optimistic at the moment. A pit loss here is 22 seconds, so at the moment Fernando would get a nice gap behind Russell actually. So that'd work out quite well. Now let's go back to interval here. Norris has got DRS on Ricciardo just about. They're sort of being dragged back to Fernando here, which isn't ideal. As Lando pits. So Lando stops now, and he'll probably get an undercut and be ahead of Alonso and Ricciardo, which will be a little bit frustrating, but there we go. And Fernando, we want to get in at the end of next lap. Ricciardo built the DRS on Leclerc, yeah, so let's put him back to neutral. Yeah, will Fernando get another lap? Tell you what, I'm going to bring Fernando in a lap earlier.
DRS.
Let's cover off Lando.
Understood.
Let's cover off Lando.
Push.
And if you're jumping into the stream, you haven't already, please do press that like button. It really helps me out. Push the channel out to more people. So, super appreciated. We're going to get Fernando in at the end of this lap. Ricciardo all over the back of him now. I will ask Ricciardo not to fight him because, well, actually, he might just naturally get past him on this DRS. Let's just wait and see. Don't want to lose any time fighting. I definitely don't want them to crash into each other. Hopefully Ricciardo can just swing by his teammate here. Yes, he does. So that's worked out okay. And Alonso will jump into the pits. So Lando is in free air, which is annoying. We would have liked him to have some traffic. And we've got Perez following us in, as well as Bortoleto then. But is Lando going to undercut us here? There's a good chance he will. 2.3, but we were held for the Williams of Perez there. So we probably lost an additional second or two. Where is Lando? He might be struggling though because he's not benefiting from the DRS. There's Lando. There's Fernando. Lando's going to be swinging around. I think Alonso's got it covered though. Just about.
P10. The car ahead is Hamilton.
There's Lando. So we have come out ahead of him, but Lando's going to be straight back into that DRS and he's got his tyres up to 10. So he might be swinging straight back past us here on this DRS zone. And there we see it, DRS open. So it's back as we were in the first stint with Lando all over the back of Fernando. But what we will do with Fernando is we can use a bit of top up here.
Recharge.
It did work when we started to push on that battery because I think Lando is certainly struggling with that battery issue. So we can just get a bit of battery life back up and then we'll push as Hülkenberg and Sainz are pitting. We're expecting Lando to probably be past us here. Ricciardo is probably going to have to be in at the end of this lap. Let's just watch this though, as Lando with the DRS again is going to move past us. Is he? No. Fernando says no. Fernando's not having it. We're going to do a bit of harvesting, just get that battery back a little bit quicker.
On. Recharge on.
Right, Danny Rick going to have to get in at the end of this lap.
Box.
Right.
Box confirmed.
So Lando should move past us on this DRS zone because we're not going to use any battery.
Okay, understood.
But then hopefully the battery we've gained, we'll be able to get past him and break away. It might be a quiet race from there. We'll wait and see.
Cars are in good shape.
Okay.
Leclerc and Hamilton, though, interesting, will be going a little bit longer. Here we go then. Lando on the inside. And this time, he does make it through, as we expected.
Recharge off when you're ready.
Okay.
So back out the pace.
Copy.
On your good to push.
All right, Ricciardo just pushed the last bit of that tyre life. Is at 30%, but let's get him into the pits. There's Alonso all over the back of Lando. As Ricciardo is in the pits, so is Leclerc.
Copy.
Don't think we'll be getting past Lando here, but we will be gaining again with the DRS. And we can go back to neutral. It's 2.5, not the greatest of stops there, but it will do.
Copy.
Bottas is in pit lane.
I imagine Alonso is going to be past. Norris and Alonso will be past Ricciardo, I think. There's Ricciardo exiting the pits. There's Lando. There's his teammate. So, yeah, just cleared by those.
Currently P10.
And he'll lose a little pace to begin with.
So we have Leclerc a little while behind.
Right, so who's yet to stop? Top 4 yet to stop, plus Hamilton. Albon's having a nice race.
DRS.
Right, Alonso. I think this is the time to push again once we make this move, hopefully. Right, let's just get close to this DRS.
We do not require any fuel liftoff.
Fernando getting frustrated here. It's like Lando really struggling now. And this is the moment for Fernando to get this done. There we go, pull out nice and early. This should be pretty easy. Going to be done way before the corner. Fernando through on Lando Norris then. And now, same again, we need to push away.
Good job. Come on.
Did an excellent job.
Need to use this pace to try and push away. Ricciardo's right with us now as well.
Gap 14.3.
Lando having to cover off Danny Rick. Is Danny Rick going to get through straight away there? No. Hamilton is in the pits as well. Leclerc is out behind Perez. Perez is only 1.4 off this battle. He's going well in the Williams. Lando apparently has DRS. He does have DRS, but he's a little bit further back. And Ricciardo on the inside is through on Lando Norris. And let's try and push away with him as well.
We don't need liftoff.
Alrighty. Nice.
Okay, very good.
As Piastri's in the pits now. So we are up to 7th and 8th. Hamilton supporter, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated, buddy. Hope you're well. And Ricciardo. It's got Lando all over him, so he's not been as successful as pushing away as yet.
Increase your lift and coast a little bit more, please.
Albon finally stopped, so we'll be back past Albon now. As we've got another yellow flag. That might just be a lock-up or someone going wide. It's Portoletto running wide. This is frustrating because Ricciardo...
Only just on DRS this time.
I'm going to need Ricciardo to just back the pace up a bit here. Kelly, I've been trying to get F1 Manager 24 on Epic, but the launcher won't work. No idea, buddy. No idea on that one, unfortunately. But how can you get all the upgrades in F1 Manager? What upgrades? What upgrades, Chan? This is a bit frustrating because Ricciardo's caught Alonso, and we've dragged Lando with us. So I think what I'm going to have to do is go harvest with both of these and then use each other to pull away from Lando. Not ideal, this. Not ideal at all. When is Fernando back in? He's in lap 36. Ricciardo is lap 35.
Currently P7.
The front wing. Are you just trying to upgrade the front wing in terms of... The main thing when you're doing design work is one of the key things is drop down the lifespan. Drop it to the lowest setting on lifespan. Apart from front wings, you want to tick it up a couple. But yeah, then just focus on cornering speed. And put one engineer on it. One engineer, you get more expertise. So although it seems the wrong way round, do one engineer on it and it will get more expertise in the long run. Right, so we carry on our little battle with Lando Norris, and we're just using a bit of recharging here. What we'll actually do is let Ricciardo set some pace here.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Has everyone stopped now? They have indeed. So, Hülkenberg leads, then Verstappen, then Sainz. It's a second between the top three. Then we've got Piastri and Tsunoda. And then it comes us. So the top five very much pulled away. And Alonso is having a look on his teammate.
Okay, gotcha.
But the Ferraris have dropped off in this battle. Perez and that Williams is still about, isn't he? Perez might get a point for Williams today.
So just recharge off when you're ready.
Okay, copy.
So yeah, we just got to manage this for a little while.
Just keep looking after your tires.
Oh, has Fernando lost the DRS there? Oh, no, that's going to be touch and go. No, he's got it. That's good. That's good.
We need to push.
Alright, that's good. That's good. We're using a lot of fuel actually with Danny Rick there.
Recharge on.
So what I'm trying to do here is just build these batteries back up. We're using the DRS of Ricciardo to do that. And then once we've got quite a bit of battery, we'll push and hopefully be able to drop Lando Norris finally in this race. And then we'll see where we go from there. Don't think we've got any weather to contend with, no. It's a nice dry day for once in England.
Alonso will have DRS.
Alonso does have DRS indeed. We've nearly naturally dropped the Lando there. So it might actually be the time to push now.
Overtake available.
Recharge off.
Right, let's push. Let's push a bit here.
Overtake is available. Overtake available.
Going for the push because Lando is nearly out of the DRS here. He's really just holding on. Oh, he's pushing a bit there because he's just got... Yeah, he's definitely pushed a little bit because he's suddenly straight back in there. Yeah, he dropped to 1.2, but that was after the detection zone, so he's still got DRS, but we are dropping him quite significantly there. So hopefully we're finally going to ditch Lando Norris. Perez is only 1.3 off him, so he might be looking in his rearview mirrors shortly rather than ahead. Simon, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. But yeah, Chan, I'll just look at your car analysis and look at your cornering speed and focus on maybe if your high cornering speed is the lowest, then max that out. But yeah, typically just go full on the cornering speed. Alright, so we have dropped Lando finally.
Keep looking after your tyres. Keep looking after your tyres. You did a very good job.
As Carlos Sainz sets the fastest lap of the race, and our two teammates are about to have a little bit of a battle here.
Lift off at this stage.
Hulkenberg leads them, Verstappen second, Sainz third. Bit of a gap now to Tsunoda, 3 seconds, but Tsunoda's got the best tyre life, so that may close up in the next few laps. What are we again? Lap 36, lap 35. Gee, what do you do when your drivers are near and battle each other? Depends on the situation. At the moment, we're probably only fighting for 6th and 7th today, so I'll let them battle today. But other times, if we're using it to our advantage, then we'll ask them not to fight, help them build the batteries up. At the moment, we are cut adrift from the top 5 by 16 seconds. Soon we'll be a pit stop behind, so they may as well fight each other, have a bit of fun.
Yeah,
So Alonso is trying to get past Danny Rick.
Just keep your head down.
So we're just about halfway through, reaching halfway stage. As I say, it's looking like 6th and 7th is the best that we can achieve, but who knows, something mad might happen ahead of us. And if you haven't already, if you can take 2 seconds to press that like button, really does help me out. And Norris is now nearly 3 seconds back, so I think that's done and dusted. And Albon and Perez are fighting behind him, and only a 1.4 behind. So Norris, with that ERS issue, might slip out of the points here today. Ricciardo is leading the championship quite handsomely, and we are the same in the constructors, but we are probably going to lose points. We'll definitely lose points to RB and Red Bull today, maybe not McLaren though. Norris, yeah, still 3.1 behind. Let's have a look at that issue. It's down to 23%, so it's definitely getting worse. As Fernando has a look. Where's Hamilton? Hamilton's 12. He's not having a good Silverstone, is he? Not like last year in real life. Both Ferraris out of the points actually here today. They are struggling, but they're on the hard tyres, so they might have some pace in them at the end, and they're not a million miles off us, to be fair. We still need to watch out for them. Alonso has DRS on his teammate again. Having another look on Danny Rick. Danny Rick squeezes him out again. I think for a moment we'll ask them not to fight.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Just so we can forward on a bit to their next pit stops.
Keep trying.
It's just a little bit dull out there at the moment. A little bit dull. Not the weather. It'd be nice if the weather was dull out there. That would mix it up a bit. But we're just kind of in no man's land. 6th and 7th. We've got 4 seconds on Perez. And we're now, yeah, pit stop behind on the top 5. So we may as well just let these run the course here. But I don't think Ricciardo's going to be able to drop Alonso, and Alonso's not going to be able to drop Ricciardo here, so kind of just going to squabble. My man was touching cloth. I'll touch you, Johnny. Alright, so Ricciardo, lap 35, and Alonso lap 36. Yes, so they're on similar strategy as well. We could try and mix it up a bit, but I don't think that's going to make a difference either, really. Is there anything we can do to mix it up a bit here? I don't think there really is, but let's have a look. This is just going to be a lot slower, I'd imagine. Let's have a look, though. Yeah, it's going to be slower. What else could we have a look at? Could go hard. Could get in now. Chan, I need to go, so bye. No worries, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. Have a good one. I wonder if we just get Alonso in on some hards then. Just to try and mix it up a bit. If not, we're just going to follow our teammates around the whole race here. Can another medium work? We have got another medium. That would work. It's only be 2 seconds slower. But, might be worth doing that. Then we're in on lap 31. Oh, hello. What's happening here, though? Safety car would be nice. It's just Russell running wide. He's having an awful British Grand Prix. You can only lose something. You're 20 seconds behind, so don't risk it. Yeah, I'm just trying to have a look to spice it up a bit, because if not, we're probably just going to run 6th and 7th all the way to the end. So I think we'll go for that. I think we can still get back to 6th and 7th. We're not going to improve on that.
Copy.
So I think we should release Fernando.
Okay, understood.
Let's release Fernando.
Or reduce at lift off.
Then see if we can do something a little bit different. I think it's all going to end up 6th and 7th because, as I say, we're pit stop behind. So we just haven't got the pace on the top 5 today, unfortunately. But we've now got 4 seconds to Albon. I don't think anyone's one-stopping behind us, no. So we're pretty good there. Yeah, we can go a little bit further with Fernando. We don't need to come in just yet. So let's push Fernando and we'll go for another set of mediums and see how that all ends up. But yeah, what have we got out front? Verstappen leading. Tsunoda's pushed those softs a lot more now, but he's 2.4 back. So it is looking good for Max Verstappen now. And yeah, we've got to say it's looking good for a Max win. Lando is now down to 10th, so he's been passed by Albon and Hamilton. And Alonso is pulling away. Albon, possibly a chance of an Aston getting some points and a Williams today, although Leclerc is close to Perez, so that might put an end to that. Right, let's forward on then and get Fernando in for this pit stop. We'll just use a bit of this tyre life that he's got. He has dropped Ricciardo by 2 seconds because he's pushing on these tyres.
We will be ready.
Yep.
As Perez is making a pit stop. That might help him in undercutting and getting him a chance of points. Fernando, let's get down to about 40%, then we'll get him in. Ricciardo's stop is lap 35, but he's got good tyre life as well, so he might as well start to attack. Yeah, a bit of a dull one, this one, unfortunately, but as sometimes you win some, you lose some. Obviously, the Monaco race we had was absolutely filled with drama. 4 red flags, accidents all over the place. And this one, we've just found ourselves in a bit of no man's land. And it's been a pretty clean race, apart from Magnussen going into Bottas. That's the only thing that's happened so far around here today. Right, let's get Fernando in then. Who's stopped? Yeah, so Albon's now made his second stop. Keep attention on Albon, possible undercut. Yeah, he's just made his second stop. I think we'll be okay because we're going to box Alonso now. And then Ricciardo, we're going to box next lap. Although, actually, we'll probably go one more lap with Ricciardo. Hopefully a nice clean stop. Let's at least try and get some pit stop points, shall we? Tsunoda and Sainz are in as well, so they might be getting a little bit of an undercut on Max Verstappen. And Bottas gets a mechanical fault. What a dreadful day for Mercedes. Oh, that's not what we want to see right there. 2.3. I don't think that's going to be enough for any pit stop points. But Alonso is off on his way. He's going to have some mediums to push on now. He was on mediums before. And he's back out. I just had a horrible thought. We did definitely start on the softs, didn't we? Yes, we did. We're both drivers. That would have been not so good if we just put on the same compound and we had to make a mandatory pit stop. But
Gap 4.1.
I think get Ricciardo in this lap.
Lando behind. Gap 1.7.
Yeah, he should be able to attack. No, that's not going to be a full attack. Yeah, he should be able to go aggressive, though, for most of this stint now. Let's just get them up to speed.
Box.
Man, I have a 92 rated training mechanics, and I barely get points in the season with pit stops. Yeah, it's a funny one. You have to do a lot of gym training. And when you're doing your... you've got the total tab, and then you've got the cumulative tab. On the cumulative tab, you want to make sure on the race Sundays, your pit crew aren't tired. So yeah, you want to make sure they're not moving over to exhausted. As long as they're well rested or just about tired, you'll be fine. And you want to do gym training to get that time down a bit. But it does take some time, I've found. This is our third season, and we're only now getting close to sort of 2 seconds, nearly under 2 second stops. I bet we've just cursed this one. 2.1, that'll do. That might be enough. That might be enough for some pit stop points today. As that is a back marker in front of us. Alonso should be out in front of Ricciardo, but it's looking... No, it's not that tight. Alright, so Alonso...
We are not fuel limited. We are not fuel
It's Alonso
limited.
against Ricciardo now, so it's soft against medium.
So cool the tyres.
Gee, am I doing something wrong? No, as I say, they're the main things to look at. Look at that cumulative tab.
Understood.
And when you're on that, look at how tired your crew are going to be on the Sunday. And if they're going to be moving, if they're... You've basically, I can't remember each zone, but you've got well-rested, tired, might be very tired, then exhausted. If they're creeping into tired, that's fine. But anything beyond that, you don't want that. So if they're creeping into that, you need to put some more rests in early on in the week.
17 laps to go.
And then to reduce the pit stop time, you need to do a lot of gym training, but you also want to balance that, getting your stats up on jacks, wheels off, and all of that good stuff. So it is a bit of a balancing act. As for Verstappen, the race leader pit, shall we have a look at that? Well, he's had his pit stop, but he's about to come out. Is he going to still be in the lead? I think he is, quite comfortably, and I think this is going to be an easy Max Verstappen win in the end. Tsunoda, his closest challenger, is 3 seconds behind. Yeah, and Tsunoda's got comfortable lead in P2 there as well, hasn't he? Leclerc's into the pits.
Nice.
We were running 6th and 7th, and we should be back there once Hamilton pits, so I think we're going to be pretty comfortable there. Yeah, just waiting for Hamilton to pit. I think he's the last one to stop, certainly in this top 10.
Gap 1.2.
And there he is. So he might get past him on track here. Alonso. He's got 3.6 seconds on his teammate. So he doesn't want to lose too much time here, because Ricciardo might be able to close that gap.
Copy.
Hamilton coming to the end of his tyres, and we've very much got new rubber on. I'm going to say that's going to be a bit too much through there. But we should be comfortably past as we come out of here with the DRS. We'll give him a bit of battery just to make sure.
Copy.
Here we go. We're going to swing past Lewis way before the corner here. And there we go. That was easy work. Lewis, as I say, needs to stop. So yeah, the Ferrari pace looked good early on, but they've dropped off.
Let's go.
And, well, Lewis is now more than a pit stop behind Fernando Alonso.
Gap is at 15.5. Let's have a lift off.
Copy.
15 laps to go then. Verstappen looks like he's going to win. Tsunoda is not too far off, but Tsunoda's using more tyres. So yeah, looking like a Verstappen win here today. Alonso's back to P6. Ricciardo should get back to P7. And then that's about as good as we're going to do today. It has not been the most enjoyable, but we are. If you're not watching this series on YouTube, do a massive favour for me and head over to YouTube if you are watching on Twitch or TikTok, because on YouTube we have all of our votes out for how we're shaping the next series we do. So this is likely to be the last season in our Team Lotus series. We've done 3 years, or we would have at the end of the season. We're hoping to get championships at the end of the season, and that will wrap it up quite nicely. So we're going to do a new season. At the moment, the community vote has voted for Maserati to be the new team. So yeah, we'll be doing a bit of a Maserati season. We don't know how that's going to be set up as yet in terms of the settings we start, so that'll be a vote that's coming. They've also voted to keep sprint races, and we've also had a vote to reduce, as Daniel Ricciardo. Let's just watch this. Is he going to get past Lewis Hamilton as well? He does indeed. Yeah, we've also voted to reduce the season from 24 races to 20 next season. And I have some current live votes out on what 4 races to drop. So at the moment, I believe we're dropping Qatar and Miami. There's a live vote now for what is going to be the 3rd race that we drop. So if you're on TikTok or Twitch, head to my profile. And in my bio, you'll find the YouTube link. Head over to there. And on the community tab, you'll see all of those posts. And of course, you'll see this whole series, not just the live stream. So a lot more content over on YouTube. So head over there and subscribe as well. And whoa, I already thought this was real F1 live stream. Great graphics, I guess. As we've got a yellow flag. I think this is just a driver going wide again. Yeah, Fittipaldi running wide in that Audi.
As we look to Stowe. And they just can't
Yeah,
keep
it
on the
just
track.
goes a little bit wide. Nothing too major. As I said, it's been a pretty clean race, apart from A-Mag going into Bottas. Been very clean. Lando Norris is down to 12th now, really struggling with that ERS. Albon's looking very good for points. He's 10 seconds off us. Whether these Ferraris can do anything, but if both Ferraris get Albon, he'll still get a point. So you've got to say, he's looking good for a point. Alonso's used all of his battery there. Right, and if you do watch this series, you know we do very hardly forward the action. But when there is a dull moment, there's not too much going on, then we do. And we have, well, to be fair, a lot of this race has been, to be honest with you, but we have arrived at that moment. So let's just forward on, see if Ricciardo can close up to Alonso. We might have a bit of a teammate battle here at the end. Although Alonso should be on aggressive, actually, here. So he needs to go back to aggressive. That is part of his strategy. Ricciardo's still, yeah, about 2.5 seconds back. He's got a bit more battery to play with that he can use. I think the dull moment will be till the end of the race. Yeah, unfortunately, G, it's not been the best one today. Not been the best one, but out of our control, unfortunately. It just looks like the RB, McLaren and Red Bulls, apart from Lando's McLaren, because it's got an issue, they've pulled away. And we've kind of found ourselves in a bit of a gap in terms of the grid. Our performance is better than the rest, but it's not quite to the top 3. So a few more upgrades, hopefully in the coming weeks, will push us back up to that top 5. But 10 laps to go. Verstappen leads. Tsunoda is still with him. Their tyre life isn't too dissimilar, so who knows? Tsunoda might be able to challenge, but now he is dropping, actually. Now we've said that, we've just cursed him, and he's dropped about another second to him. Alonso maintaining a 2.5 second gap on Ricciardo. Alonso needs to do a bit of topping up though, so this might bring Ricciardo to him. But yeah, all 22 runners going to finish by the looks of it as well. As Hamilton has got past Perez, he's still 2.2 off Albon, though. I don't think Leclerc's going to get to Albon, is he? No, Leclerc won't get to Albon. Albon is at least going to finish 9th here for Aston. That's going to be a good result for him. Can Perez hold on to a point? That's looking a little bit less likely. Ricciardo nearly within 2 seconds as Alonso is desperately trying to top up some battery. Push some fuel as well here. Five to go then. I think we will get a little bit of a teammate battle at the end here. We'll jump on when we get to lap 50 and then we'll see it out. Hi Chan, you're back. You're back in the room. Hello buddy. Coming to the end here. Yeah, a couple of laps we'll jump on board and then we'll see you have a little bit of a teammate battle. But I think Ricciardo's looking pretty good now because it's probably going to cross over in his advantage at the moment. Although Fernando could probably attack on those tyres. As Norris's fault is getting worse. Ocon's had a spin. Oh, shame he didn't spin and knock into the Red Bull. That would have been nice.
The car in 10.
What did I want to look at there? Lando's issue. Yeah.
4 laps remaining.
Right, 4 laps to go. What can we do on tyres here? Fernando can push a little bit. Danny Rick,
Solid pace.
maybe push a little bit.
Let's go for a push.
Also use some battery. Got to play this as if they're not
Overtake
teammates.
available.
Yeah, have that.
So if they weren't teammates and we were managing each of them individual against a competitor, this is what we'd be doing. So let's not try and give an advantage to either or. But we'd be pushing Ricciardo to try and get him to Alonso. Got a bit of fuel we can use again as well.
Less of a lift.
Copy.
Don't know if we can attack till the end. But, we've built up good tyre life there. Ricciardo's a little bit more touch and go, to be honest with you.
I'm really sorry, we need a bit of lift off where you can.
Yep.
Creighton, thanks for the follow, much appreciated.
Okay.
Ricciardo within 1.7 here.
Blues for Magnussen ahead. 3 more laps.
Blues for Magnussen ahead. I thought he said blues for Max ahead. Got confused then. Right, K-Mag is in the way of Fernando Alonso. What havoc has this caused? Although Fernando might get DRS off him here, which would help Fernando out massively.
You can reduce management.
He is going to get DRS. So Fernando picks up a nice DRS off K-Mag. The gap was 1.7. It's staying. No, it's just extended. And Ricciardo might get stuck behind him now. He needs K-Mag to get out of the way. K-Mag does get out of the way, but he's lost about half a second.
Understood.
3 laps to go. How much tyre life has Danny Rick got? He probably can go aggressive. I think Fernando can still stay on attack, though.
Everything you've got.
I don't know if Ricciardo can catch him here, in all honesty. Can use his battery, but he's probably going to lose it.
Overtake available.
Yep, understood.
I think Fernando's covered him off, so getting in earlier and changing that strategy looks like it might have worked for Fernando. Right, it's 2.3. There'll be 2 laps to go as we cross the line here. I think, yeah, Fernando can definitely just stay on attack now.
2 laps.
Can Danny Rick attack? I don't know how much tyre life we'll lose here. And he's got to try and get up to him. It's down to 1.7 again. Oh, this is the problem. He is going to lose this battery. He's nearly within the DRS, though. He is within the DRS. But he's used a lot of battery to get there. And he's still using the battery. Will the tyres hold on? I don't know. Let's put them on high for everything. Make it fair. Right, Verstappen starts the final lap. Ricciardo has got within DRS zone, but I wasn't paying attention that he's pushing on fuel.
So we need a bit more lift off where you can.
So he's going to have to lift off. He's used more battery than Fernando. Can he make the move here? No, he can't. Fernando is going to have to be deploying as well.
Press and hold the overtake.
Copy.
All right, it's going to be Danny Rick against his teammate Fernando Alonso then on this last lap. Danny Rick's got to conserve a little bit more fuel though.
Copy.
Here we go. He's going to get DRS here.
Stop the lift off, please.
Fernando's deploying a lot of battery out of there. Ricciardo, though, is there with DRS. Is he going to send it? No, he's going to save it for the next DRS zone. Fernando could be in trouble here. Although Danny Rick's tyres are getting close to the end of their life and he's lost his battery now.
We don't have enough battery.
So Fernando might be able to stretch a little bit of a gap here before we get to the next DRS zone, but it's not looking like at the minute.
Lift off where possible.
Rick's all over the back of him. Danny Rick is flying, but can Fernando drop him in this DRS zone?
Max Verstappen over the finish
Max has
line
won.
and today's winner.
But Ricciardo is gaining and gaining. His tyre life is gone. Is he brave enough? No, he's not. He's not. His tyres come to the end. He was getting closer and closer. He's pushing Fernando Alonso.
Okay, increase and lift off, please.
But Alonso, I thought we were going to run out of fuel there, but Alonso does make the line in 6th and Ricciardo in 7th. So Ricciardo does run out of fuel.
It is P6.
But he made it to the line. He's just going to park there, Danny Rick. He gave it a go in the end.
Well done.
But it is, as we were for most of that race, 6th for Fernando Alonso and 7th for Daniel Ricciardo. It's Verstappen that wins it. Tsunoda P2, Sainz P3. It's 6th for Alonso and 7th for Danny Rick.
Good day. Well done, everyone. Thanks, guys.
Here we go then. As I say, not the best race that one, unfortunately, chat. That was, yeah, a bit dry of content, but
there wasn't too much
there we go. Win some, you lose some.
But they fought hard and found themselves.
But we were never going to better 6th and 7th. It probably should have been 7th and 8th, but Lando Norris had that issue, because if he didn't, he would have had pace on us as well.
And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
That's their second win of the season.
I think Max has gone back-to-back there, though. He won the 2024 title. He was nowhere in 2025. But now reaching the middle part of this 2026 season, Red Bull looked like the fastest car, and Max is back on that top step. There we go. Yuki, another podium. Carlos Sainz in the Red Bull makes it a double podium for Red Bull, and it's a very happy day for that Red Bull family.
Feeling in the team garage at the end of that.
It was a really strong
And Team Lotus, we're happy about it. All Red Bull family P4. Yes, indeed, the Red Bull family from P1 to P4. So Red Bull are very happy today in this British Grand Prix. But here's the full result there. Max Verstappen wins it. Was on pole, wins the race. I think it was fairly comfortable for him in the end, to be honest with you. Yuki Tsunoda, good drive, up 5 places to finish 2nd. Carlos Sainz 3rd, Nico Hülkenberg 4th. And as we say, both Red Bull and RB all in the top 4 for that Red Bull family. Oscar Piastri drops 1 to 5th. Fernando Alonso finished where he started in P6. Danny Rick, as I say, we are unlucky to be out in Q2. It is a driver error, it's team error, not sending him out in time. So I think that's where our pace was, 6th and 7th, between 6th and 8th if Lando didn't have the issue. But Ricciardo, solid race, up 4 places to finish 7th. Hamilton finishes P8. But Albon does score points, up 1 place and finishes P9, 2 points for Aston Martin. Leclerc rounds out the points in 10th, and Yuki Tsunoda took the fastest lap for the bonus point. There we saw Lando Norris had an ERS issue for most of the race, getting worse all the time. And yeah, he just slowly dropped down the order, finished P11. And then these Mercedes just doesn't look like they've got the pace here in 2026. So Bottas 14th and Russell 15th. What does that do for the drivers? So if you've been following this series, we had a dominant car at the start, but the grid is coming at us. So let's have a look now. You see 233 points, 233 points for Ricciardo, who takes 6. Fernando Alonso, 187, takes 8. So actually, Fernando Alonso closes the gap by 2 points. But as I say, look out behind them, and they're coming at us at a fast race of knots now. Yuki Tsunoda, another 19 points. He's now just 15 points behind Fernando and getting closer to Danny Rick. What's that, 51 points now? 61 points. 61 points behind Danny Rick. And then Max Verstappen, as I say, he's gone back-to-back now. 2 wins in a row. Another 25 points. So we're now half race distance. We've got to upgrade the car, but we're not going to do that quick enough for the next 3-4. So if this continues, could be a handful of points between perhaps even first down to 5th, 6th, which would be very interesting indeed. Max moves up 1 to 4th then. Oscar Piastri drops to 5th. And Nihal, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. Yeah, Oscar Piastri drops 1 place in the driver's standings to 5th. Carlos Sainz up 1 to 6th with his 3rd place finish on the podium. Lando Norris, no points, so he drops to 7th. Hulkenberg, 12 points. Good haul of points for him. He struggled compared to his teammate this year, but that's a good haul of points. And Lewis Hamilton picks up 4. Charles Leclerc 1. No changes there. And the rest of the point scorers so far this year, Valtteri Bottas, he is the reigning world champion. Dominated in the end last year, and that car was very dominant. Keep saying it because it's just such a shocking drop-off that they are now, yeah, 11th and 12th respectively, Mercedes drivers. And again, an awful race here. No points scored. Alex Albon picks up another 2 points for Aston Martin, though. Ocon has 3 points in 14th. Then we've got Perez and Bortoletto. Rest of the drivers yet to score. Constructors, there we have it. It's the same scenario here, although we do have a bigger gap. But again, they're coming at us, and Red Bull take a great haul of points. So we're on 420. But as I say, if that continues for another 3, 4, 5 races, it is going to get tighter. So we only take 14. Red Bull take 40. They jump McLaren, courtesy really of Lando having a poor car there today. So Red Bull in 2nd, McLaren 3rd, RB in 4th, but again taking 31 points. So what is it there? There's 27 points there between 2nd to 4th. So it's very tight. So if these 3 can continue to close for us, it's going to get very tight between the top 4. Don't think Ferrari in contention, but it looks like they're going to finish in no man's land in 5th. And then we've got Mercedes, as we already talked about. They're in 6th. Aston Martin take another 2 points, so they pull clear of Williams, who are in 8th. And then Haas are 9th. And Alpine and the Audi team yet to score. G, I have to go. Bye. No worries, buddy. We're about to wrap up ourselves, but let's have a look. We talked about the pit stop. Did we get a point for that time? We got 2 points for that time. Has that done anything? No, we remain in 7th, but we do gain on Williams by 7 points. So unlikely to get in the top 4 this year, but we might get as high as 5th. As I said, we finished 10th in 2024 in this. We finished 9th, I believe, last year. So looking good for at least 7th. And maybe in the top 5. Chan, I have to go. Bye. No worries, buddy. No worries. And if you are dropping out, please do smash a like on your way to that exit door. Really does help me out. And we did hit our race targets. I don't know why the race targets are so low. It's a bit random, really. But yeah, if you can smash that like button, really does help me out. But let's have a look how far. We've got 11 days till Spa. When is the break? Is it after Spa? No. It's here after Hungary then. So we go back to back. Yeah, we're going back to back, aren't we? Yeah, so we've got Spa, and then we go back to back. The next week we've got Hungary, and then we've got 4-week breaks. So that's when we need to get some designs on the car. Let's just have a look what we've got here. Let's just install some replacements on this. Car 2. We do need to do some manufacturing. Are we already manufacturing a suspension? No. Are we designing a suspension? No, we're researching. So, I'm going to have to manufacture... Hold on. Okay, we have got suspension. So we've got 1 chassis, 4 front wings, 2 rears. Need a rear wing. Do with another suspension. So rear wing and suspensions. I think we're already doing chassis. Yeah, so let's get... Actually, are we designing a rear wing though? Yeah, 13 days. Maybe just do 1 rear wing. So designs, we're not actually going to have any new designs complete before we get to Spa. So we're going to be as it is until we get to Spa, unfortunately. But yeah, after Spa, we might not get them on for Hungary, but we're probably going to have quite a few upgrades once we get to Zandvoort, which I think it's Zandvoort once we post-summer break, yeah. So when we get to Zandvoort in 6 weeks, we would have completed all of this design work. That will all be manufactured, and perhaps some more than that as well. So I'm hoping once we get post-summer break, we're going to be competing for the podiums again, but it's going to be unlikely before that. So what that does mean is probably in Spa and Budapest, we're going to be on the back foot to RB, McLaren and Red Bull again, and they can continue taking points off us. So it's going to be at least 2 races until we can start to increase points on them again. So yeah, they'll probably get within... They'll probably be within 100 points of us, I think. At least one of these teams. And in the Drivers' Championship, they may even... Yeah, it's going to be really tight in the Drivers' Championship. So it's going to get interesting. And then we'll be into that sort of final third of the season. So that is going to be very good indeed. Crayon, what's your Twitch, bro? It's just Califlap. Should be just Califlap. Or you can watch on YouTube as well, Crayon. We do stream on there. Plus, it has all the episodes, and the YouTube is in my bio on TikTok. If you go to my profile, you'll find that in the bio. Cool. But that is gonna be it for today. So if you jumped in for the first time, we do stream this every Tuesday and Friday. As I say, this one has been a bit of a dull one. Not much I can do about that. But hopefully, we'll be in for a better one in Spa. Is that... I don't know if Spa is going to be a sprint or not. I don't know if it is because we've changed the sprints. I don't think it is it? No, it's not. No, next sprint is Monza. So it's going to be a normal weekend in Spa. So we'll be back on Tuesday from 7 p.m. So if you like the series, do return on Tuesday. If you can like the video before you go, really does help me out. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for all the support. And as I say, if you want more F1 Manager content, head to my bio, head to the profile, and in my bio on Twitch and TikTok, you will find the YouTube channel. So head over to there, subscribe, and you can check out all of the episodes in this series. We'll be back on Tuesday. So enjoy your weekend and enjoy seeing Formula 1 cars as they're hitting the tracks, and we'll see some new